Why am I looking at you? You're a picture in a frame. I make believe you're next to me, but I know it's not the same. Why am I looking at you?
Hi guys! Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to talk about the succulents that are ideal for beginners. So we have three categories here: the common, uncommon, and rares. We gave examples to each categories, and then pictures of each plant will also be attached in the video so that you'll know how the plant looks like. So the reason we categorize the succulents is to let you choose which succulents do you prefer basing on their prices. The common succulents usually has a price range of 25 to 50 pesos depending on the quality or the clumping of the plant. Yes. Also, price can change if you purchase them from a well-known collector. Well-known collector, we mean kapag, for example, that plant is 25 pesos dapat, but you have purchased it from a collector that treasured that plant for how many years, or for 5 years, for example, yun talaga magbabago talaga ang ating price. So regardless of those, the common succulents are usually easy to take care of. So here are some examples for our common succulents. First one is the Graptopetalum paraguayense, also known as the ghost plant. This is a resilient succulent. That is why it is listed as the #1 choice for beginners. The color of this plant varies from how much light they get. It's usually bluish when it's under indirect sunlight, and also orangey kapag it is in a full sun, or it gets the most sun of all day. Okay, so it is also easy to propagate. So #2, we have here our shooting star. The leaves of this succulent is usually pointy, and it grows upward. It looks pretty even with its green color. Okay, so #3 is the Crassula fragilis. This has a small leaves and can produce white tiny flowers when it is happy. Okay, so this grows easily, especially when they are watered regularly. Okay, they look beautiful. And then #4 to our list is the Choco Moonstone. The color of this succulent also varies depending on its exposure to the sun. This succulent is usually brown but can turn reddish when it is established and exposed to full sun. Okay, so #5 natin, this is the Black Prince. This is a rose-shaped succulent that has a pointy leaf on the tip. It is usually brown, but colors can change to black or maroon depending on how much light they can get or where their location is. So, however, watch out for pests pests as the Black Prince, and then its parent like Black Knight is also a great attractor for aphids like like mealybugs. Yes, kumakapit sila sa Black Prince usually. And so #6 is our Crassula campfire. Yes, Crassula camphor. This is usually a green succulent, but the color can change when it is stressed. It is also beautiful when it turns orange, and then later it turns red. Ayun. So maganda rin ito para sa ating mga beginners. Okay, so let's move on to the uncommon succulents, wherein the price starts at 150 pesos and above depending on their sizes and their quantity. So #1 dito, we have here our bashful. This one is it's beautiful, and it is one of my favorites. Not only that, it doesn't require much of a care, but it does give a beautiful red color when it is stressed. Number 2 on our list is the Marinade and Mendoza. Others are confused with these two because they definitely have a lot in common. But one thing that you can see as a difference is their sizes. Marinade is a lot smaller than Mendoza. And then this succulent is really recommended for our beginners because they're easy to take care of and they really look pretty, especially when they are on their clump stage. So one tip for our Mendoza and Marinade, they need a lot of sunlight. So as long as they are established already, you can put them into a direct sunlight. Morning sun maybe kapag mainit, or if your temperature is really high in your location. Okay. So this is how Marinade looks like when they are stressed. And this is how they look like when they are not. Okay, you can also observe that Mendoza is a lot bigger, but they both look pretty when they are clump. Okay, that's our Marinade and Mendoza. Let's move on to our number 3 on the list. It's Jocelyn's Joy. This succulent grows fast and can also grow big if given a larger pot. Its color is also mostly bluish and it has a curly leaf tip. Okay, so but remember that when you are planting a succulent on a pot, it is a gradual process. So you should not plant a small succulent into huge container. Instead, put them into a pot that is a little bigger than the plant, and then transfer it to another bigger pot when they have already outgrown that container. This is to avoid overwatering so that your succulent will not drown. Okay, so it is a gradual process. So let's move on with number 4, cubic frost. This is an uncommon succulent that is easy to take care of in terms of their need, like well-draining soil and proper watering. They are also easy to propagate. Okay, nabubulol na ako. They are easy to propagate. So the leaves of this plant has a curve and can turn purple when they stress. This is how they look like when they are stressed, and they're really beautiful, especially when they are clump. Okay, so number 5 is the blue rose or the Echeveria morning beauty. This succulent has a bluish color and a touch of white farina that adds up to its beauty. So it looks gorgeous whenever the sun hits the leaves. Kaya siguro morning beauty ang pangalan. Kasi maganda siya kapag natatamaan siya ng morning light. It really glows up for me. Okay, so let's move on with our last category, which is the rare succulents. Usually, these rare succulents starts their prices at 300 or 500 and above. Okay, the first one is the Lawi. Its price starts from 900, I think, 900 pesos and above, depending on the succulent size. Okay, so the reason that I said that this is easy to take care of is because it has a super thick farina that protects the plant from fungal diseases and also pests. Okay, yun lang. The reason that it is pricey is because it is not easy to propagate. So beheading, if you will behead this succulent, chances are the roots will rot. Okay, so it is not really easy to propagate. Even our experts have a hard time to multiply the number of these succulents. So regardless of those, this is a beautiful succulent, and I think it is worth paying for. I have one in my balcony, and it really lights up, or it pops up all over, or uh, on that side it really shows up. My eyes will go through there through its location whenever I saw that spot, or I see that spot. So number 2 is the Graptopetalum Ellen. This succulent's price is about 300, I think, and above, depending on its quality and quantity. Yeah, depending on the quantity of this plant. For example, diba, this clumped ellen, this one right here, estimated heads of this one is 40, and the price of this one pot can reach up to 3,000 pesos. The reason it is included in this list is because it does not require much care than providing other than providing proper light and proper watering. So ayun. This succulent can turn pink and dark pink when it is stressed also. So this is the example of our Graptopetalum Ellen. And the third one is the Echeveria Monroe. This is a hybrid, and one of his parents is Lawi. It is where it gets its farina. Okay, so it is beautiful and easy to propagate. The price also starts, I think, 250, most of our sellers here in the Philippines. 250 and above, if Benguet sellers. Yeah, if it is imported directly from Korea, you can reach up to 800, mga ganun ang prices ng Echeveria Monroe. So the last one in our list is the Peperomia graveolens. And it includes or it concludes this list. It concludes this list because of its natural green and red color. So regardless of how much sun, or the sun they get all day, the color will not change. So magiging hindi magbabago yung red and the green na color niya, which is a beautiful succulent for me. So it will stay as it is. However, in order to show up that green color on the center, regular water is required for them not to close up. Yung nasa center, as yung green one sa center. When you do not give a proper watering, usually it will close up. So the appearance of the plant will really change. So in order to look beautiful, the green one should show up in order to balance that red and green color. So parang Christmas ganun. It is a perfect plant for Christmas gift sa mga plantitas dyan. And then that concludes our list. Okay, so let's summarize the ones that we talked about kanina. We have 3 categories. We have here the common, uncommon, and rare. So the common succulents that are recommended are rose plant, shooting star, Crassula fragilis, choco moonstone, black prince, crassula campfire. Also, add up some Darly Sunshine, ang ating mga, ang tawag doon, Painted Lady, and others. So, the uncommon, we have here the Bashful, Marinee, Mendoza, Jocelyn's Joy, Cubic Frost, Blue Rose or Morning Beauty, and we can add up Lilacina, String of Pearls, String of Hearts, String of Dolphins. So we can talk about those string succulents in other videos also. Also the care tips. And then the last one, the rare ones, we have here are Lawi, Ellen, Graviolens, and Monroe. So all of those succulents that I have mentioned will not only help you to learn about succulent caring, but it will also inspire you in the way that they show their color. So they show their color and their beauty, and it pushes you, really pushes you to know more about the other plants out there. The vibrant colors will inspire you to continue being a plant parent. So, I hope this video is helpful enough for you to have an idea of what succulent will you get next time. So, I also want to thank Mom Gracie Reyes for requesting this topic. And I also want to thank those who have subscribed and sa magsusubscribe pa lang. Also those who have liked, comment, and watch these videos. So I hope you'll have a great day. Thank you. Bye-bye.